One of the biggest challenges us traders face is this inability to be patient and to wait patiently for our quality setups to come around. And even more generally speaking, just being patient in the trading journey, we try and rush things. We try and get into trades too early. We try and force positions, and we try and rush the process that may take some time to accomplish. But in being impatient and rushing the process, we ruin our chances of having any success at all. So what I want to do in today's video is share with you how you can cultivate patience as a trader. Patience to wait for your quality setups, to ensure that you're sticking to the highest quality setups that align with your trading plan, enabling you to have consistent profitability. So you're not over trading, you're not getting in too early, you're not rushing things. And also I'm going to show you how you can cultivate patience in the journey in general to ensure that you stick around long enough to reap the rewards as a trader. Now, if you find this video useful, share it with your trading communities. And if you haven't already, make sure you check out the Trading Psychology Archetype Quiz. That's going to share with you, after you do a questionnaire, which of the 4 trading mindsets you have. And it's also going to give you a free personalized report at the end, sharing exactly what you need to do to get from where you are currently to consistently profitable. Okay, now let's get into it. Now, when we talk about cultivating patience, I love to share 2 perspectives or 2 ideas. There's more of the micro perspective and there's also more of a macro perspective. And if we think about why traders lack patience, there's a few different components. There's the macro, which is many traders create in their mind an idea about what they think they're going to get from the markets. So they create a certain expectation of a dollar amount that they're going to make in a certain period of time, and they impose that expectation onto the market. And what they do is they create a fantasy in their mind about how much money they're going to make, how that can help them pay bills, how that can help them buy the lifestyle they want to have. They even think about how many funded accounts they can have. And they're creating all these expectations and what we call fantasies in the mind that are all positive. These are all positive fantasies and expectations. And what happens in this situation, if you just think about it from a logical perspective, if you dangle a certain positive outcome or a positive thing in front of someone, they're going to want to go off and capture. We tend to have a avoidance of a pain and trying to seek after a pleasure. That's typically how we react as human beings. We want to avoid pain, we want to seek after pleasure. So the more positive fantasies you're creating in your mind about what you think the market's going to give you, and the more you're imposing those onto the market, the more impatient you're going to be. Because what you want is that outcome, that fantasy, that expectation, and you want it quickly, you want it now. So it's very much the expectations and fantasies that we create in our own mind and project onto the market that lead us to being impatient as traders, because we polarize this polarity, we accentuate how good the outcome will be, and therefore we want to capture it now and have it quicker. So the first way that I share with my traders to help them manage this dynamic and to be more patient as traders is that you have to identify these expectations and fantasies that you're creating in your own mind, and identify those and recognize, firstly, it's a game of awareness. Recognize that you're creating those expectations in your mind and you're projecting them onto the market. And then once you've identified those, you need to go through a bit of a grounding process to humble those expectations and humble those fantasies, and to make you realize really that nobody has any outcome or nobody has any control over the outcome of the markets. So for us to expect a certain dollar amount or a certain percentage or a funded account or a payout from the market in that point in time is unrealistic. There are just so many factors playing on the financial markets that nobody can predict the outcome of an individual trade. So we need to remind ourselves of the improbability of being able to predict the outcome of an individual trade, to ground these expectations and fantasies, and to remind us that these are unrealistic, and it's unrealistic for us to expect the market to provide anything to us on that individual trade. And then it's about ensuring that you're adhering to your trading plan, and you have a trading system or a trading plan that you have developed based on a profitable edge over a large sample space, And by coming to the market and consistently executing on that proven edge through that proven trading plan, then you're going to approximate a profitable outcome, but over a large sample space, not on the individual trade. So it's unrealistic to expect the outcome of an individual trade to be profitable, but you know if you're executing on your trading plan on your edge, that over a large sample space, you can be profitable. So the way you cultivate patience on this micro level is about identifying and grounding these expectations and fantasies you're creating in your mind about what you think the outcome of that individual trade is going to be. And then ensuring that you have a trading plan that's proven, that has an edge, and you go back to it and you stick to it. Now I have two free tools that will help you do this. The first one is the Bulletproof Your Mindset tool. It's in the link in the description. And the second one is my 6-figure trading plan template, which is also a link in the description. Those are both free tools you can download and use. And I encourage you, if you're struggling with patience, to make sure you have your mechanical trading plan and then you're utilizing the Bulletproof Your Mindset tool before every trade you take. Because think about it. If you're sitting at the markets, you're looking at the charts, and in your mind, you're creating all these ideas and all these fantasies about what you think is going to happen next, and you're imposing those onto the market, you're going to be impatient. You're going to be impulsive towards the market. But if you use the Bulletproof Your Mindset tool and you humble these fantasies, you get more grounded, then what happens is you're able to objectively view the market, and if the market presents an opportunity to you, you just act. You act in alignment with your trading plan. It's not a reactive impatience, it's just an acting when the market presents the opportunity. The more and more you use the Bulletproof Your Mindset tool and stick to your edge, and the less and less you impose these expectations onto the market, these fantasies onto the market, you're going to be more patient, you're going to be sticking to your trading plan, you're going to have less stress, and you're going to be building consistent profitability. Now, on the macro level, you then have to have a look at your life, and you have to recognize that if you don't have a secure source of income, you don't have a part-time or a full-time job, and you need to make money in the market right now on the individual trade, then that's going to project and perpetuate these fantasies on the outcome, and you're going to wish that that outcome of that individual trade is going to be profitable so you can cover bills and you can make money. But remember, nobody has any idea of what's going to happen next, and you can't predict the outcome of the next trade. So what's also very important is you have a look at the macro in your life and you cover yourself financially through a part-time or full-time job or an income outside the market, or you have cash savings there as well, but ideally a source of income that's coming in and cash savings. And you have that income security there. Otherwise, it's going to make it very, very difficult to be a profitable trader because you're going to come to the markets expecting money, even subconsciously. You're going to project it onto the market, and you're going to have a host of issues like impatience and a lot of emotional issues as a result. You're not going to be able to stick to your trading plan. You're going to overtrade. You're going to get in too early. All these issues will be a symptom of this macro not having financial security in your life and needing money from the markets, and then projecting these expectations, and then all the things I mentioned before. Okay? So it's very important as a trader that if you want consistent profitability, you stick to your trading plan over a long period of time. The only way you're going to be able to do that is by ensuring that your life is secure financially. You've got an income and you've got savings, and then coming in and grounding those expectations before every trade you take. Ensuring that you're truly getting into a position because you're using process-based thinking, not outcome-based thinking. You're not thinking about what the outcome is going to be. You're thinking about, all right, does the market align with my trading plan? If it does, great, I'm going to execute. Now, the other component to this is the more balance and security you have to your life financially, if you have a part-time or full-time income and you've structured all areas of your life with high priority actions and you're just focused on consistently executing on those processes, then this brings more patience. You have more of a patient attitude towards the trading journey in general, and you don't expect a certain outcome here and now. And I find a lot of traders are forcing the trading journey and wanting it to go quicker because they dislike their job, or they need money, and or they have a pain that they're trying to avoid, they're trying to get away from, and they think trading is going to provide that. And you have to recognize that it's much wiser, and the traders who try and become consistently profitable because they're trying to avoid their job, or they need to make money, or they're avoiding a certain pain in their life, it doesn't tend to end up too well for them because they get pushed into outcome-based thinking. They trade out of desperation. They trade out of these fantasies and these ideas that they're creating in their mind, and they very much struggle to have consistent profitability. But the more you manage these other components in your life, like for example, having a part-time or full-time job, managing any stresses or strong emotional charges towards any other components in your life, and the more you trade from process-based thinking, which is just adhering to your trading plan, the more likely you are to be patient, have less stress, have less emotion in your trading, and actually build consistent profitability. So if you're wanting to have patience, if you're finding yourself being impatient, start by managing your expectations. Make sure you have a trading plan. Then go in and ensure you have a part-time or full-time job, or the financial security in your life taken care of. And then also be aware, are you trading because you're trying to avoid a major pain or a challenge in your life? If so, go and address the root cause of that issue directly and bring process-based thinking back to your trading so that you can stick to your trading plan and build consistent profitability as a result. Okay? Hopefully that made sense. Any questions, let me know in the description, in the comments. If you like this video, make sure you chuck it a like and subscribe if you haven't already. And if you get value from these videos and from the series, share them with your trading community so we can get more traders focusing on their trading psychology. And again, if you haven't done the trading psychology archetype quiz, that's linked in the description. Make sure you check that out. That's an absolute game changer. But thank you for watching to the end, and I look forward to seeing each of you tomorrow.